Well, hello. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. My name is Bob, and now that we have our drawer slides done, we're going to go ahead and start working on the drawers itself. So, what I've come up with is the size, which is 13 by 14, and we're just going to use this scrap plywood. It also came from the roof. And then we're going to use some 3/4 inch that with some scraps left over from some other stuff, and we're going to make the bottoms, and they're going to be 13 by 14, 14 inches deep, 13 inches wide, and that's the length of the slide. So if you've got this mounted in there, we know that this is not going to go past this because we're going to put this at the edge of the outside of the drawer area. So you know this is going to go no further than that. So you just slide that out all the way and measure from here to here. And that will give you your drawer size. But I went a little deeper because I want 2 inches of my drawer to be kind of tucked under. I mean, you don't want it to the point where you got to look down to, look in your drawer to see what's back here. You want to be able to see everything in there. So I would say about 2 inches would be your eye level, and you'd be able to see the bottom of the drawer, bottom corner. So we decided to do them 14 inches long and 13 inches wide. So we'll get started doing that. I'll cut these out, and I'll just go ahead and cut all the pieces out now that we know what we're cutting out of. Everybody's seen a saw run. And then once I've got the bottom done, and I've got the sides ready to bolt down on it, then I'll take some of this moldy wood, sand them real good. I don't know why the hell that son of it's molded like that. But anyway, I'll sand it down and put some linseed boiled linseed oil on it, and that will pretty much kill that. So, nothing else, I put bleach on it. So anyway, this will be the top. Now once I've got, it's going to be cut 13 by 14. It's going to be the same size as the bottom. So once I've got them cut out, then I will take and cut them out to the shape of these pink drawers. I was watching the video that I just did making the slides, and I thought about that. And what I'll do, I'll cut this out so that it slides down in it, and the drawer will be as deep it is from here to the bottom of this lip to the bottom of the pan. The reason I'm doing this is because these slides can't be taken apart. Most slides has a little lever on them that you lift and you can slide the whole thing out. These you can't do that. In order to do that, you would have to bend this big old piece of metal in every time you want to do it, and I'm not sure you'd ever be able to get to it. So since we can't take these drawer slides back out of their holes, I decided to make a top for this and cut the shape of this out so that this here just sits right down in it. And that way, if I need to take the contents of this drawer and lift it out for any reason whatsoever, then I can just lift this whole thing out. And if this breaks, go to the hospital, get hurt, go to the hospital, get some more. You can probably buy them at the dollar store. But this just makes a liner for the drawer so that if anything's in it that I need, and I need a lot of it or different varieties of it, I just take the whole thing to my work area and be done with it. Probably never do it, but at least I have the option. And I'll have two of them, and I got two of these, and we're going to put two drawers underneath the bandsaw. And hope I'm not screwing up by doing so, because eventually I want to get a bigger air compressor, and that would actually be the ideal place to have one. But I'll figure out another way if that happens. Leave it to me, I'll figure something out. Anyway, we'll cut these pieces out, and I'll lay them out here, and we'll show you what we got going on before we put them together. Alright, now that we've got all these cut out, what I've done is pre-drilled everything so I can put it together. We got the bottom pre-drilled, which is 3/4 inch OSB plywood. Then we've got the two sides, which are drilled and countersunk. Countersunk on one side, not the other. And we'll put this together just like that. And like this. And like this. Basically, we're just going to build a box. Alright, again, we got a little carried away, but I wanted to get it done. I didn't feel like messing around with the camera too awful much. Right now we've got our slides, we've got our drawer boxes, and I decided not to do it the other way with that. Now I made them like that. Made them like that, screwed that down on there. I was going to use those, but they just took up too much room. I'm taking half my space away because of all this empty dead space down here. Plus, there's really no point in doing it that way. I mean, I'm never going to need to take the drawer out anyway. So, if I do, there's something major wrong. So I decided to scrap that idea. And while I was scrapping that idea, me and the old lady came up with another idea, and she wants me to make her two, just like this. Whoops, I broke that one. That's alright, that was just a template anyway. Thinking about making a shadow box and have some shelves going across here and have a door made out of this same material. I mean, with 3/4 inch plywood, and have this cut out of it just like this, and have plexiglass on the inside of it and have at a door so that she can put knickknacks on it. And I'm going to make her a pair of these. So, see, another job came out of the drawers, and I've showed you how to build both. I've already showed you how to build it. So, that's what's next. We're going to make some of these boxes while I've got the material out and readily available. And but anyway, let's get back to the task at hand here. Basically, we got the drawer slides. These will mount inside. Alright. Then we got the face. And the reason I use this is because my bench back there on the drill press has the same board, and I didn't never take the lip off of it, the tongue and groove part, the tongue. And I figured I'd just use that as my theme, have a little ridge or rib going on top of each one of them. Alright, and then I found these at the trailer I was working on, cleaning. And these were laying on the porch out in the rain forever and looked awful. Here's what it looked like. I think I have another one here. Well, no, that's a bad example. But anyway, they had green stuff all over them. But anyway, that'll go in there just like that. Now, I can't put this on until I've got the drawer installed so that I get them both exactly the same. So, once I get the drawer mounted in the hole that it goes in, then I can go ahead and mount this on it, because then I'll align this however I want it to look. You know, the drawer might not be level, or, level. So, if it's not level, then I can adjust this to match the outside. So this would be the beauty part of it. Let's say the drawer was crooked like that, but you could readjust it. But I think those are going to make nice looking drawers. Got one here that's got a blue side on it, or green or something. Yeah, that side. We want that facing forward because the next drawer will go over it, so you're hiding it. And then we got our slides. I haven't drilled the holes for this one yet, but you get the idea. And basically what I've done was found center, which I can go ahead and do right now, is I will put that there in that little groove. And all this is tongue and groove flooring. This is the bottom side where the glue goes on. And that's all it is pine flooring that I found in one of these trailers that had to be taken off the wall because some idiot made it look like a piece of crap. But I took something that looked terrible and made it look nice. Alright, now what I'll do is find center. And we're only worried about finding center on the alright, 8.5 and 8.5 is 17. That's where we need to be, 8.5. Alright, now we've found center, and I just eyeball the center of this to that line. And then I'll straighten those level. And then I'll make the first mark now I've got a mark right there. Alright, then we'll drill that. Alright, now we're going to stick this one in it. Put our handle on. And there's a knot there, so this is going to be a difficult one. There is something off about that one. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, this thing's going to be a difficult one. I think one of these is bent or something. It's at a bind for some reason. And twisted. Alright, well that's where we need it. Yeah, old lady come out here and help me stain it. And she did a pretty good job staining them. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so now, once I get it ready to go on there, I'll just take that and line it up. And then I'll drill the holes, or mark it and then drill the holes the rest of the way through here. But these will be bigger holes so that the screw will go all the way into the back side of this. I could just put the screws in it, you know, from here. Yeah, I could do that. That way I can just put it on there, and wherever it goes, I just tap that real lightly, put a little imprint of that Phillips head screw, and that'll tell me where I need to drill the next two holes. But that's going to look awesome. Yeah, buddy. I can live with that. Those are some pretty drawers. And I've got another set of these for when I decide to ever make me a gun cabinet. Of hinges for the drawers. and then there's drawer number 2. And there you have Bison built drawers for the shop. And then tomorrow, once I've got it all put together and in the hole underneath the bandsaw, I'll show you the finished pictures. Might even do a video of it. Anyway, till then,